From the 15th century until today, the game of golf is one of the most played sports around the world, with influences from many different cultures. In the July-August 2002 issue of American Fitness, Jack Connolly wrote that the government in Scotland ruled the game of golf illegal in 1457, stating that it was a dangerous game because it used up way too much leisure time. As someone who loves the game of golf, I find this particularly amusing because when I've finished a round of golf, I don't feel like I've enjoyed leisure time at all. Tonight I will discuss the evolution of golf and the various cultures the game was derived from. Then I will discuss the history of golf in the United States. And finally, I will discuss the history of golf in the Olympics. While the origin of golf cannot be pinpointed to any legal certainty, most authorities claim that the first game of golf was played in Scotland. According to Jack Connolly in his July-August 2002 article, the Scottish Parliament ruled the game of golf illegal in 1457. They believed the game was dangerous because it used up too much leisure time and kept men from participating in archery. In May of 1754, a group of 22 golfers formed a Society of St. Andrews, thus making golf an official sport. In the early 1600s, the kings of Scotland succeeded to the throne in England, thus bringing the game to Scotland. The Prince of Wales played golf for the first time at Blackheath, London, which is where the Royal Blackheath Golf Club traces its beginnings. This is strong evidence that Scottish soldiers, expatriates, and immigrants took the game to other British colonies. In the 18th century, Jack Connolly also states that golf was likely brought to the United States by British soldiers before the American Revolution. In 1779, an advertisement ran in the Royal Gazette of New York City for golf balls and golf clubs. In the same year, John Reed, an immigrant, developed the first golf club in the United States with a 3-hole golf course that he did on one of his cow pastures. Now that we have learned the evolution of the game of golf and the cultures that helped shape the game of golf, I will now discuss the history of golf in the United States. Not much is written about the game after John Reed's first game in 1779. The United States Golf Association was formed in December of 1894. This organization was established to oversee tournaments, to give a national handicap for the game, and also to standardize the rules. The National Golf Foundation estimates that more than 22 million people compete in the game of golf just in the United States. They also claim that 300 million golf balls are sold annually worldwide, with 500,000 of those being sold to Americans each day. Now that I've discussed the history of golf in the United States, I will discuss the history of the game as an Olympic sport. According to an article in the July 2012 issue of Golf Digest, the first golf event was listed in the 1900 Paris Olympics. 28 nations were represented in these games. The men played 2 rounds, which is 36 holes, and the women played 9 holes to decide the winners and which medals they would win. 77 golfers participated. The 1904 Olympics were held in St. Louis in an effort to draw more international attention. But this was the last time that golf would officially appear in the Olympics for more than a century. In 2009, Golf was selected to return in the Olympic sports in the year 2016. After more than 100-year absence, the sport will be represented by the world's elite. Most of them were participants in bringing the game back to the Olympics. Tonight, I first discussed the evolution of golf and the various cultures that it began. Second, I discussed the history of golf in the United States. Finally, I discussed the history of golf as an Olympic sport. From the 15th century until today, the game of golf is one of the most played sports around the world. In conclusion, Jack Connolly painted a perfect picture of all the cultures that helped shape the game of golf. A game that was once reserved for a wealthy man has now become a game for a common man. A common man's game, if you will. Golf is for everyone because all cultures help shape the game of golf.